DataRobot provides framework-agnostic templates for agentic applications that allow for fast prototyping and a single-click deploy to migrate prototypes into DataRobot to generate the appropriate assets to prepare for production. You can see here in the public GitHub repo where the template resides. The application consists of agent components, an MCP server, some example tools, a FastAPI server for authentication, front end for experimentation, and really provides a well-rounded application for you to develop with and promote to production. Our development experience to leverage these templates resides in a command line interface experience where we provide you an interactive onboarding experience to set up your environment, configure your templates, and then we clone the template down into your local environment so you can customize and experiment as necessary before moving into DataRobot. You can see as we go through the flow, we are setting up the authentication configuration for the application, local ports to run the application locally, and even selecting the LLM that the agent will be using. DataRobot supports DataRobot's LLM gateway out of the box, so you can access LLMs without setting up your credentials. We also support deployed LLMs or NIM containers on DataRobot. You can see here a summary of the environment, and once we progress, now we start to build out the local environment to be able to execute the agent. This template allows for dynamic generation of the agent, so here you are selecting which framework you want to use. We support CrewAI, Llama Index, and LangGraph out of the box, but also a generic base template to bring in any framework, and also a low-code YAML configuration with Nemo Agent Toolkits for those who want to build and define their agentic workflows in YAML instead of Python. As we install the dependencies in the local environment so you're able to run the agent locally, we are preparing the templates for experimentation. To move the templates into DataRobot, we use an infrastructure as a service offering Pulumi to do that. So here you set up your stack name to organize the Pulumi assets. And now you can see we're starting to build out all of the assets to be able to spin up and run the agent locally, including the agent, the MCP server, the front end, and the FastAPI server. Now that the template is available locally, I move into that directory and I run task dev to spin up the agent application on my computer in my local host, so I'm able to experiment with it. This is what the front end looks like, so you can see you can very easily chat and also test out the authentication flow locally before moving into the platform to promote to production. Once you're ready to move into the platform, running dr task run deploy kicks off the Pulumi scripts to deploy the agents and all of the relevant components of the application in DataRobot. Here we're accepting the changes that Pulumi is going to make, and then you can see all of the assets that Pulumi is going to create, including the models, the registered versions of the models, the playground within the DataRobot platform, the execution environments for both the agent and the MCP server, and of course the deployments for both of those assets as well. Once that job is done, you can move into the platform and see all the assets that have been created. You can see here the playground, which you can click into for further experimentation, evaluation, tracing functionality. In the registry, you see the separate agent and MCP components, which can be governed and monitored separately, also reused across different use cases that you might want to deploy them to. And then finally, the deployments, which are REST API accessible endpoints for both the MCP server and the agent. All of this is wrapped up into the application that's now on the platform.